Hello everybody. I'm in Swellendam, about 200 kilometers from Cape Town in South Africa, and this video is going to be a review of my GPS tablet, and it's made by a company that is in Czech Republic, or Czechia, perhaps it's better to say, and it's called Carpe Iter. And what is particularly good about this tablet is that you can see it here, and it's just like let's say a normal Android tablet, but in reality it's not that normal. I chose it for many reasons, and I can say after 3 months and a half of daily usage, that is more than 100 days, I've done 19,000 kilometers with it from Italy through Morocco down to South Africa, that it's outstanding. It's 10 out of 10. So the name is Carpe Iter. I don't want really go into the technical details, but I believe it's 17 inches screen, 7 inches screen. And what is good about is that because it's an Android tablet, you can install the applications you like, the applications you prefer. So it has operating system Android, and then on top of it there is a shell which is DMD2, which is dashboard. It's a shell which is, I can go into details about it, but it's really particularly good because it can be a map, can be a road book, it can be also connected to your ECU on the motorbike, so it gives you the technical details of the bike itself. But I want to talk about the tablet, the Carpe Iter, and why I chose it. Because, well, first thing and foremost is that it has this connection for power. This connection is not like USB, it's not so delicate, it's a professional connection, and that means that water cannot get in, and it's not so delicate as USB, that it can easily break even if it's forced, and also it has another power connection at the back. So if one of the two for some reason gets faulty, they work both at the same time. So the power connection, it's very safe. The other main thing is that it's dust proof and waterproof, and I can tell you in the desert it got a lot of dust a lot of dust and a lot of water as well. Not really by rain, because I didn't get so much rain, maybe I was pretty lucky, but I washed the bike also many times, and after the first week of usage I never took the tablet off the bike. So, and I never had a problem with it. That's as simple as that. So, in a way, for all the people who have been using their own smartphone, I think this is the very best alternative, because it has the flexibility of a smartphone. The screen is bigger, it's brighter, much brighter. Maybe it can even be brighter although you can see it in the sunlight much better than a smartphone. And but as I said, I would love that could be even be brighter, but I really have no complaints. Every night I set the plan for the next day on my offline maps application, and I normally use OSM and, which is a great application for offline navigation. And at the same time, I use an application called Tracks for Africa, which has a very detailed offline mapping of off-road tracks. So that is, in Africa, it's very useful. Google Map, I actually use it from time to time, but really mostly in town to look for restaurants like anybody else, restaurants, pubs, or hotels. So that's it, 10 out of 10 for me. And I wish actually that I could connect it to my onboard ECU, but because this bike is 2012, it's not possible to connect it. But I believe that like a KTM 790 or also the 690 or 890, all the more modern models can be connected to the ECU. So it's really a computer. You can connect it to the onboard computer. So you have everything on that screen. Another major point, I think, is that contrary to other tablets or smartphones, I have push buttons for navigation. I show you. You can see these buttons here, 4 buttons on the left and another 4 buttons on the right. And with that, it's very easy to zoom in and out, left or right, and never take your hands off the handlebar. So, and especially off-road, this is a must. It's just at a push of a button, you zoom out, and you see where you are, how far you are from destination, things like that. And so I think that is particularly useful. And those 2 sets of buttons are specifically made by Carpe Iter for this tablet. So they are, I would say, perfect. And so that is also another major point. So, and also I believe that this tablet has been commercially used now by at least one brand, like Fantic Motor, for some of the motorbikes. And, I believe that possibly other brands are going to use it in the future. And I know that many other users like me are already using it, and they are very happy about it. So, Carpe Iter.